Donald Trump spent his weekend raging at former House Speaker Paul Ryan because Paul Ryan, in an interview over the weekend, said that he would boycott the Republican National Convention if the nominee's last name is Trump. Basically, Paul Ryan is, and has been for quite a while, a never-Trump Republican. He wants the party to move on and go back to what he considers to be normalcy, if such a thing ever existed in the Republican Party. But you came after Trump, and you had done it a couple days prior to that with a Washington Post interview, and Trump was furious. So Trump did what he always does. He got on Truth Social and he attacked Paul Ryan, saying this: "Paul Ryan is a loser. He couldn't get elected dog catcher in the Republican Party." It's a little weak. I mean, considering the insults and the attacks we have seen come from Donald Trump over the years, that one's a little weak. Especially because you started your attack by repeating the same attack that Paul Ryan leveled against you just a couple days before. Like, Paul Ryan said you were a proven loser. So then you're like, no, he's a loser. Like, you got to do a little better than that, man. I expect more from you when it comes to the personal attacks, and things like that. You didn't do a good job with this one. Couldn't get elected dog catcher of the Republican Party. I didn't know y'all had a dog catcher. So I agree. He probably wouldn't be elected to that position because it actually doesn't exist. Here's the thing, though, Trump. And God, I hate that I got to sit here and almost defend Paul Ryan. I'm not defending him as a human, not defending his policies. But I will say, if you want to call the man a loser, please keep in mind that he won 10 elections to the House of Representatives. He served from 1999 to 2019. So 5 two-year terms. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 two-year terms. 10 elections. That's pretty dang good. You, on the other hand, Donald, you only won 1, and that was because of a technicality. You still lost by 3 million votes, but because we have the Electoral College, they swooped in and saved you. So Paul Ryan's got a much better track record than you. Sure, he lost his vice presidential bid on that ticket with Mitt Romney. However, he won 10 other elections, and you've only won technically like half of one. So if you're going to call anybody a loser, I don't think Paul Ryan's the guy to do it to. But what is happening here is that Paul Ryan has made this return to politics. He retired. The last year or two of the Trump administration, he didn't say a word. He got his tax breaks, obviously, for his buddies, and then he skipped out of town. But now he's come back. He has been more vocal in the last few months. He has been more prominent. He has done more interviews. He is putting himself back on the TV. I think this man, Paul Ryan, is gearing up for a presidential run. There's no other reason to suddenly start hoisting yourself back upon the public if you don't have an end game, in mind. Like, why would you be doing this unless you want to be back out there? So I think Paul Ryan definitely somebody to keep an eye on. He could be running for president. He still has a lot of sway within the establishment of the Republican Party. Trump's attacks against him are exceptionally weak. So I don't think that's going to affect him. But his reputation, which I believe is wrongly earned as a policy wonk, that may be the so-called normal that Republicans want to return to, which could make Paul Ryan a very dangerous candidate if he decides to get into the race. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.